Good morning, ladies and gents. Nice to be back. It's a beautiful morning. It's the 28th of May today, and lockdown slowly starting to lift. We've all had our 2 double injections. I've had a ride out today, and I've come down into Thornley, Peter Holdens' garden. Peter's with me now, and we're going to get an insight into what a Leek champion does. He's got some fabulous stuff. I've had a little preview as to how we're going to pan the video out. But I'm going to turn the camera around, we'll have a little chat. We're in these one of these Blanche Leek tunnels at the moment, and we'll have a look and see what Peter's doing. That's great. Morning, Peter, how are you doing?
Morning, John, not so bad, mate.
Very good. It's lovely for to come down and see you again.
It's nice for you to fetch a bit of sun.
Aye, that's right. We haven't had any for a long time. It's been a terrible start of the year.
Instead of me having my wellies on.
Aye. Have you been planted out for very long?
Started planting onions out the first week in April, so these would have been about the second week in April, third week.
Alright, so about 5 weeks, and they look as if they've got a nice hold. We'll have a look. What have we got here?
This is Medwin's new long leek.
That's Medwin's new one. Just the first one there, that one?
Just the first one. This is my new leek.
That's great.
This is the first year grass for it.
So this is Medwin's, I think he calls it the Typhon leek or something like that. Typhon, it's a Welsh name anyway. Medwin likes his Welsh names. And the second one, that's your new seedling.
New seedling, that.
Yeah.
It's the first year grass for
grass from a seedling. Looking very nice. It's got a bit of lift on it, that leek there.
It has, you can see the difference.
You can see the lift on it. It's looking good. Nice straight barrel. Just a nice size there. They're looking very good.
It's got a good lift on that, John.
It has. You can see it lifting up, yeah.
It's coming up there. That's what made us put them 18-inch collars on.
So they've got 18-inch collars on. They look about 12 to 14 down to the bottom buttons.
I measured up to there. I think it would have been that one.
Yeah.
14, maybe it's that.
Yeah, they're lifting nicely. Whereas this first one, it hasn't got the lift that yours has.
Yeah.
And very tight cup flags on it. But we'll see how they perform. It's early days yet. So that's great.
It seems to have that tinge where it's not blanche either, to me. Like that hasn't all like, isn't it?
Ah, but they're still early days. How long you had the collars on them? Did you collar them in the greenhouse?
I collared them in the greenhouse just so they wouldn't settle down too much.
Up to 12 inches or something in the greenhouse?
I had 10-inch on, then I went up to 15. So they were planted out with 15-inch collars on.
Well, they're looking good.
That one wasn't moving much, so I decided to put the 18-inch on. I should have just left half of the 18, 15 on, and the other half.
Yeah, I try them because the way they're tucking in there, it doesn't look like it's got a load of lift on that first one, but the second one, that's got a lovely lift on it. I think you're going to get good length on that.
So that's 10 of Medwin's and 8 of mine in here.
Very nice. I'll let you wrap those up.
Right,
right, that's fine. I'll just take the camera with us as we go. We've just looked in this greenhouse. This is his tomatoes. He's got 5 maisie along here. Looking really good. First truss on. And again, the red dragon. How many red dragon you got in?
5.
5 red dragon as well. Both looking good. Lovely, nice, short, thick stems on them. Lovely plants. It's like a maze down at Peter's, but the place is immaculate from start to finish. It's great. In his pot leek tunnel, he's got 1 or 2 hang baskets hung up a height, which he grows for the family.
He's done a good job of that.
Yes, he has. Right, as per usual, Peter's famous for his Cumbrian growing. He's won the national umpteen times. He's won loads of shows with this Cumbrian, and they look perfect. They look absolutely beautiful. Lovely formation, just a nice size. Beautiful and clean. And then he's got something up his sleeve this year. He's got a new leek, which is, it's looking tremendous at the moment.
This is going to call it the Double D.
The Double D, and it's from Mick Cook, is it?
That's from Darren Tully.
Darren Tully.
Haltwhistle.
At Haltwhistle.
So one D is Darren, the other D is his father-in-law, Donald.
All right, the Double D.
So it's a Double D.
Could we have a look at the barrel on one of them? Any one you want, just you. These are big leeks. Not forgetting, we're still in May, the end of May. They look very good. Beautiful and straight, lovely and round. That looks like it could make a really good leek.
That's nearly 11 and a half, that.
11.5 inches at this time of year. It's a big leek.
Big leek.
It is.
It just took off, John. It's not too big for me, like.
Well, it's big for this time of year, but having said that, you never know. And if the leek's capable of a good size, obviously it needs to be, you know, you have to have a good size to get it started.
This will prove whether it will do.
That's right, definitely.
Whether it's big or not.
They look tremendous at the moment. And then there's another lovely bed of Cumbrians on the far side. Cumbrians at the present moment, Peter says they're ranging from 7.5 to 8.5. There's some nice leeks in there amongst them. One or two, I would say, probably a touching 9 inches, some of the bigger ones.
It's surprising when you get over there. They look bigger over there, but when you get over...
Aye. Have a little look. They're all beautiful and clean. Peter uses Killamite, which is the same as Dynamic. They haven't been sprayed since he's planted, and as he said, he's been planted out about 5 weeks.
Yeah, they're all about 8, John.
8 inches, that's surprising, they look bigger.
They do, I've always said that. Since them was planted out first.
Yeah?
Had to get some of them out, so them would have been about the first week of April, them was put out.
That's what I have been.
Just to make room in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
So when I'm over there, these look bigger.
Aye.
No, over here.
They could look bigger.
Aye.
Well, they look superb. Self-watering system underneath. He has lay flat hosing underneath the black and white.
4 runs, 2 up each side.
There's 2 runs of hosing up either side, so the beds get evenly moist all the way through. We'll have a quick look in your onion bed first.
Right. Can you get a sandwich one? No, thanks.
Onions looking superb as always. Whenever you come down to Peter's and look in this onion house, it makes you wonder how he puts so many in, all the same. They all come out the same and they're absolutely beautiful. I've already had a little chat with Peter and he's telling me that the first two front rows, they are from pips off his own onion. And then the remainder, the back row and the opposite side, are from seed. He's got a cracking idea with these rings to hold the foliage up. You can see the ring going round there. Really good. He's got the system on the end there. He's just showing you.
Them's good, they're strong.
They are good and strong, aye.
$2.50 each, them, John.
Ah, they're worth it. And then you just clip the little ring on the top.
And that just fits in the top.
Brilliant. It's a good system.
And you can just lift them nice and tight. You can lift them up and down.
Aye, that's ideal. Very good. And it just shows you how meticulous he is. If an onion's not grown the way he wants to, he puts a little tie on it. You see the tie there? Just keep it nice and straight to try and straighten the onion up. You can see there's just a little kink on that. That's what stands Peter out from everybody else. His attention to detail is superb. Take your hat off, you're beautiful. I mean, the green right up to the tips. Lovely onion plants in here. When were these sown?
15th of December.
15th of December, so it's not early. You know, a lot of lads are sent away very early. He's only looking for quality, but he's going to get some big quality onions out of here. They're beautiful if you take a good look at them.
I would say them onions what was planted last year, them was the 15th of December, the
Yeah.
cooks.
Yeah.
And I had £13 two, I think.
The big onions are the big onions.
Just out that side there.
Yeah, the back row.
There was some good onions in there.
And not forgetting, this particular polytunnel is only maybe 8 foot from his house, so it's actually casting shade a lot of the day. You take your hat off to the man, he does a tremendous job. Again, there is underground heating in here. It'll not be on now, is it?
No, I only kept it on to the end of April. I should have kept it on a bit longer, I think.
I was going to say, we've had cold weather, but no, nothing in the way of air temperature.
No,
it's just,
nothing at all.
And the onions are beautiful.
But when that frost started to come in night after night, I went and bought some fleece.
So you fleeced up as well.
So the 2 metre wide fleece went over the top Exactly, down
to the
there.
bottom, yeah.
It just covered below.
Kept them in. I think fleece does, I use a lot of fleece at home and it's
Just
great.
frightened because it was lingering on night after night, wasn't
That's right, it was, and we had some really hard frost right throughout, even through into May. It hasn't been a good start, a good winter.
And this is the coldest part of the garden.
It is, aye. We'll have a quick look at his blanch leeks. There's some superb, another trench where he grows intermediates as well. This side's intermediate. They're looking superb, beautiful and green, lovely colour all the way through, very clean. Up on a couple of nice ties just to hold the foliage up. Exhibition celery. Peter was explaining he doesn't set his celery away early anymore because he gets heart rot, so he sets it away very late. Puts it in the black pots, but he was reckoning that the sun affects the black pots, it attracts the heat and it burns the roots, which he hates. So he puts them in here, which is heavily shaded. This is where the blanch leeks are grown normally.
Pulled back.
Green netting over the top, and he's got green netting over the top of this side as well. So he's trying to keep the sun out completely.
With there being a low tunnel.
Yeah, it is. It's a homemade tunnel, low. It's all painted out white. It's beautiful.
I just pull it up just so it was ready. Now I can pull it back.
Yeah, it's ideal. Oh, I've got one uncovered there, look. He's grown these for intermediates. And it's looking very good. It's whether he can keep it down to an intermediate. That's probably up to 10 inches there now. He wants to keep it under 12 to show it as an intermediate. He showed these big at Harrogate a couple of years ago. What size were they?
They were 11.5 round to 16.5.
That's some size. 11.5 by 16.5. It's tremendous.
The quality of them was lovely, you know.
Lovely quality, but he didn't win, which there's a big discussion about that. But never mind. And this is the blanch leeks on this side. They're looking superb. Double colours on, the silver ones to reflect the heat from the black one underneath. These are a good size.
So that's a Mick Cooks, that one.
This one's Mick Cooks.
And that's another one of my new one, first year grass for it. There's definitely see the jump on
yeah, they're going to make nice leeks, I think. First year seedlings, it's grass off a first year seedling, so it's the first year grass off the seed. They look good, very nice. Nice clean foliage, the barrels are beautiful on them, nice and straight. They look excellent.
And that one at the top's just pendle improved.
One pendle improved in a pot. Have you gone off the pendle because of the suckers on it?
I just had too many, John, didn't I?
I
didn't make my mind up. It's just for the... But these were set late, so I don't think they would have gotten the suckers.
Yeah.
Like when you come down 23rd
That was
of December.
23rd of December I was here, yeah. Yeah. They were small. They've come well, mind. It's grown well.
Yeah, they look well. So I just kept two in these pots.
Look at the size of that.
See that pot there was that's the I grew that seedling in that pot.
Aye, it's a deep pot, but it's not a very big pot.
No,
it's
sure
tremendous size. That's got to be what, 6 or 7 inches around. It's a really big leek. Are you looking to keep that down, or the short as an intermediate?
Put it on just in case I need it. I'm not having so many in.
Yeah.
And I've got one in that tunnel there and all at the pendle.
Aye, they look very good.
So I might just sit on looking. I worked it out. I said if I get 3 for your show, 2 in the class intermediates, 1 in the 3 league class.
Yeah.
And 3 for the national. That's 6. So I've got 10 in there. 1 there, 1 there.
Aye, very good. And this pot leek?
This is the Geordie R.
The Geordie R, yeah. I've just noticed you've got a tiny bit. I've got this on some of mine. The underside of there, a little bit cracking on the flag.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think that is?
I haven't got a clue, John. I've noticed that
it's on growth. I think it's just growth. It's happening on my virus free.
And if you look round them, you're saying 1 or 2 of them.
1 or 2 on there, aye.
The Cumbrian.
On the Cumbrian.
Aye.
I mean, it's not. It doesn't detract from the leek, but it is just a flow in the plant. I mean, I think it just surges of growth. That's because I've got 1 or 2 on mine.
There's 3 up there.
Yeah. I hope you can see what we're talking about. The camera should pick that up.
but it hasn't got the cuts in yet.
Yeah. I was
bigger because these not as big as last year's.
again beautiful and clean. They look great.
Yeah, I'll pull that up.
I was going to say it's hot in here. I think you could. Do you want to pull right the way along?
It just gives them that bit of shade.
Makes all the difference. A little bit shading. That makes a big difference. Takes the heat out of the sun and just keeps the plants nice and healthy. Stops them from burning. He's a perfectionist, so you can see exactly what's happening. We'll have a quick look over these carrots and parsnip. Peter is an all-rounder. He grows everything.
Check these pockets there, John.
Mr. Kerry.
Hello,
Peter Kerry's come down to show Peter Holdens how to get on with these leek crossings.
Check his pockets.
What do you think, Peter? Everything rosy?
Thanks for the invite, Peter. Me and John thoroughly enjoyed it. John, but I'm not coming back anymore because I can't find out to complain about me.
That's the trouble.
You know, I can't.
You can.
What's that?
I owe you a tenner.
Oh.
Oh.
Onion stock here.
Sorry, I thought that didn't I?
No, you're all right. We're still gonna.
I forgot all about that.
Onion stock just popping up nicely there, and the carrot going to seed behind Peter right at the back.
I didn't know what's over here.
You say past his belly. Sorry.
Walking along here. This is Peter's parsnip house. The sides are coming off today. It's got mesh behind and very mesh behind them, but it'll let the air in. Again, it's just like a little homemade tunnel, but the parsnips are looking superb. Really good.
Countess and Viking.
Countess and Viking. That's what the carrots are. Stump carrot bed. It's amazing. Every one, 100%. This is sweet candle seed from Medwin. Really good. And then we'll look at these long carrots. They're up on beds that you can scrape away the base to get the taproot out properly. Then the barrel, and again 100%. They're absolutely beautiful. And then some of Peter's stock. What's this particular one here?
New seedling off Mick Cook.
Mick Cook's new seedling. Blanche leek or
Blanche.
Blanche?
We'll have to wait and see. It looks like a Blanche leek.
Blanche or intermediate, we're not sure. And then on the other side, Peter's got some good stock. Just starting to show some heads. This is the Geordie R. This is the one that he actually won up at Cramlington with.
Now these two here,
clean.
It's king pods off that new long leg of mine.
Ah, well, they look excellent. They do.
Two good ones, aren't they?
Yes, they look really good.
And they will have the junk ones
Yeah.
to see.
And these Cumbrian stock at this end. Looking great. Peter, as usual, it's a pleasure to come see you. I mean, the place is immaculate every time I come down. It's great to come and see, and I'm quite sure everybody on YouTube will love looking at your videos. You've had the biggest hits on the whole site, so hopefully everyone will love and enjoy what we've had a look around today. Thanks very much.
Well, let's hope we keep getting some sun.
That's what we need, definitely.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, people. Bye-bye now.
Bye.